Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Friday evening. Good evening. Welcome to you all. Lovely to see you here. It's Friday. It's Friday evening. It's all set for the weekend. And this evening we are talking no more just in case. Yep, going to stop doing it. So that started earlier today. Um, we had a bit of a thing today in the office. There I was sitting quite happily. Um, and Kathleen, my daughter, came in very upset. She had just been made redundant. Now, thankfully, she's got two part-time jobs, so that was one of them. Sadly, it was the radio station. Um, they're hoping to get her back maybe next year or something, but at the moment there just isn't the income coming in to support her job. So that means she's going to have less money in her pocket, which means all her money's going to have to cover her bills. So therefore, I need to cover the rest, which you do anyway. You know yourself. If your kid moves back in, you cover the electric. You don't ask them for money if you don't have to. Says me, who was about to start asking her for money, but such is life. So until she gets another job, we're going to have to change the budget. So the first thing I did, I know, sounds strange, can't believe it's taken me this long to do it, is I stopped my automatic renewal of some domain names for the websites that I have. A few years ago, I did a lot of websites for people, just very simple. It was before they got all flashy the way they are now. But I also had some ideas myself, and I had quite a few domain names. And if I've had the domain name this long and I haven't done anything with it, let's be honest, nothing's happening. So I have stopped them on automatic renewal. They're roughly £10 a year, so that there was 6 of them that I stopped. So that's £60 I've saved this year. I have also stopped the Times newspaper subscription. Now I got that through the cost of living when it started getting, quite scary when it first started. I thought, right, I'm going to get the Times so that I'm not relying on just such a narrow outlook on the world. But it's over £20 a month. So that has now stopped. So that's a big saving. So all in all, I'd say that's about what? 12 times 20, 2 12s is 24, 240, add your 60. That's £300 I've saved in a year, and it took me 5 minutes online. Now, as I say, the domains were just in case. The time subscription was just in case. I've also got, for this evening's dinner, I'm so excited about this, pressure canning. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll notice I haven't done any pressure canning, particularly this year. That's because I've still got all last year's stuff, because I've really only used the chicken for the chicken bake. And this evening when I came in, I was like, just past it. I need something quick. And I put some pasta on to boil because I knew I had done bolognese sauce in the slow cooker. And it was a really nice bolognese sauce. However, I then remembered this. I did some jars of bolognese sauce and put them in the pressure canner. What a fabulous idea that was. Oh, I am doing this more. Because what I did was boiled up the pasta, drained it, threw some butter in it, because you always add butter to pasta, and then put the sauce in and mixed it in. And I just left it sitting in the pot for a couple of minutes. And the bolognese had heated through because it was basically just coating the pasta. So that was one pot to boil the pasta. It's enough for 2 meals. So I've had some. Kathleen can have some tomorrow or when she comes in tonight, depending on what she's doing. So that jar got us 2 big plates of pasta bolognese. And all I had to do was stir it through the pasta. I didn't have to put it in the microwave. I didn't have to reheat it. And it was like a wee epiphany in my brain. I was like, oh, don't have to microwave it, don't have to try and remember and take it out the freezer. What else can I pressure can? because at the moment all I have pressure canned is meat. So there shall be a steep learning curve this weekend. I will be watching many YouTube videos on what else I can pressure can. I know you can do fruit, veg, etc., etc. What I'm going to do is see what is easiest, see which is most cost effective. Like, there's no point in pressure canning onions, they are dirt cheap. You know, there's no point, I've got so many dried, so we'll see just what we can do. So that is my cunning plan for this weekend. But it made me think, how many other things do I have just in case that are just sat there? You know, like my pressure cannon was there just in case. My domain names were there just in case. Stop it. Start using your just in case, because you're going to have to rotate through stuff anyway if it's foodstuffs. But if not, especially if it's something that's in your budget and you have to look at your budget, look at the just in case, because that was £300 a year I saved in a very, very short amount of time. So I'm off to go and look at more things for just in... Well, I'm not tonight, let's be honest. It's Friday night. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and some chocolate biscuits. Let's be honest here. But this weekend, I will be looking at the just in cases that I have lying about this house, because I have many of them. And in part, it will be a declutter. And in part, it will be a, I'm going to use this now. So, yeah, watch this space. I'll let you know how I got on. Catch you later.